Hey everybody, it's Ansel and I'm back. This video is a long time coming. It took me a while to gather all these parts, or at the very least it took a while for them to ship from China, but they're all here and here it is. So I know you guys have seen that $200 Homogeneo, Glarses, and Squashy Boy challenge where they try to build a keyboard under $200, and I promise you, this video has been in the works for longer than that. I promise. I'm not like copying or anything. But mine's a little bit different. So my goal was to build the absolute cheapest, fully custom mechanical keyboard, and I managed to do it under $50 US. And I'm actually going to give it a bit of a glow up at the end of the video. I do plan on giving this board to a friend, and I just want to make it just a little bit nicer and cater more towards his preferences, not mine. Now before we begin, I just want to say that I have established a few rules for myself. First, all of the pieces must be brand new and from a vendor. Even though you can get a really good deal on Mech Market, I just wanted this process to be at least somewhat repeatable for others. 2. The board must be genuinely usable. You shouldn't doubt its functionality or ability to be used. No cardboard boxes, no memes, nothing like that. It must be completely usable to anybody. And 3, I will not be including the price of lube or film or shipping and taxes. Including those prices makes it more complicated. Shipping and taxes changes depending on where you live, and honestly, the lower I keep the number, the easier it is for me to clickbait. The better it is for me to hit the algorithm, and more views, baby. Let's go. And finally, I need to keep it as cheap as possible. I can sacrifice a couple cents here and there if it means a huge upgrade, but as much as possible, just gotta keep that price down. So to start off, we're gonna take a look at the stabs. These are wire balanced. I've already wholly modded them, and I'm lubing them with XHT BDC. They were roughly $5. Nothing special. They're clip-in. I hate them. And before you say, hey, you would never find XHT BDZ in a budget build, you are completely correct. But the performance is similar to 205, and honestly, if you were to pair 205 with Holy Mod, you would get very similar results. And now looking at the case, nothing fancy, just a white plastic case. Pretty sure it's the exact same one that you would see on a GK61. We're gonna foam it up, but other than that, it's nothing special. Next, we have one of the star players, the PCB. This is the FB60 or Freebird 60 from Keybs for All. It is a hot swap board that supports multiple layouts, which is really cool, and it's only $15.50. It's really cheap. The plate that comes with it is only $10. So in total, you spent $25 for a PCB and plate combo, and it's hot swap, and it supports screw and stabs, and it has multiple layouts. It's ridiculous, and it's cheap. I literally could not find a single PCB that was cheaper, especially not hot swap. The only caveat is that if you want to use screw and stabilizers, you have to use either a split right shift or you have to use the 65% arrow layout because there's like a clearance issue with the screws and the hot swap sockets, but honestly that's a very small price to pay for such a good PCB. Now I will be completely honest, it doesn't have lighting or anything like that, and I can't speak for its longevity, but again, most of us don't even use lighting, and as for longevity, I mean, it seems like it'll last a while, so I'll say that much, but beyond that, I can't say much. Now next comes the plate. It's pretty, it looks brass, it's actually aluminum, but I prefer that. The only issue with it that makes it really annoying to work with is the fact that the screw-in holes are really small, and you literally can't screw in the PCB to the case with the plate attached. So you need to screw in the PCB first, and then you can start mounting switches, which is really annoying if you want to remove and change out the case, because then you have to change out every single switch just to take out the plate and then to take a PCB out from the case. So do keep that in mind. If you can, I do recommend springing for a better plate. It'll only be $10 more. Next are the keycaps. They're just red, disgusting. The right shift is going to be messed up because it's not the right size, but it's still usable, so it still fits within my rules. I have nothing beyond that to say. They were like $5. I'll put the exact price on the screen, but yeah, nothing special here. Now finally come my favorite part of this entire build, the switches. I plan on doing a separate video on these where I go in depth a bit more, but just to give you a quick rundown, these are JWICKs. These come from the same factory as any other JWK linear. They have a slightly longer stem pole. They don't have a pole bottom out, but for some reason it just makes them sound a little bit deeper. They're smoother than my doggy cons. They're probably just as smooth as alpacas, if not smoother, which is so weird to me because they're so cheap at 17 cents a switch. Now what's amazing is this is cheaper than Gat Yellows, which are around 24 cents a switch. They're cheaper than the content switch, which is the original switch I was gonna get, which came in at about 21 cents a switch. But the JWICKs, which are only 17 cents a switch, a fraction of the price of any other JWK linear, that's insane value. If you're looking for a budget switch and don't mind something that's higher pitched, these are kind of the way to go. Again, I'll be doing a video on these in the future, so make sure to watch out for that. So really just go with these if you need a cheaper switch that feels super smooth. If you want something deeper, then maybe go look somewhere else, but for smoothness, these are the way to go. So I've lubed these with 205G0 and 105 for the spring. I did try filming them, but I couldn't notice a difference. The housings were already pretty tight, and even though they were super tight with the housings, sound-wise and feel-wise, I didn't notice a difference, so I didn't even bother. And I just want to address this real quick. I know you can see me putting pink switches on there. Those are KTT roses. I thought I ordered 70 JWICKs, but I ordered 50, so I needed some to fill the space. So just pretend that I ordered 70. I'll still keep the price total in account for 70 switches, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I just don't want to make it seem like I'm deceiving you or anything. I just really messed up there. And that's the build. Even though with its frustrations, it was kind of fun considering how cheap it was, and it came out really nice in my opinion in terms of sound and feel. Disclaimer, the wire does pop in the video. These keycaps fit on super tight, so when I pulled it off, it also caused the wire to pop. I didn't realize that until I recorded it, and honestly, I was too lazy to record a second one. So here's what you get. What? Oh my god, the wire popped. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, that sounds pretty good. And it felt really good too. But I do plan on giving this board to a buddy because I have no need for it. And he's been vocalizing how much he wants one. So recently it was his birthday. Me and a couple buddies pitched in to get him some GMK Red Samurai caps for his board, and I took care of the rest. I switched out the stabilizers with a mix of C3 and Durock V1 stabs. Very pretty. No ticking. They've been wire balanced and lubed with XHT BDC, and I replaced the switches with Gat Yellows. Not because I think the Gat Yellows are better than the JWICKs. They're actually not nearly as smooth as the JWICKs. However, they're still really smooth and they sound really deep. I am catering to his preference, not mine. If he wants something that's deep, I'm gonna give him something that's like deep. That sounds bad. Doesn't matter. Here's your friggin' sound test. Just go take it. Not gonna lie, that sounded pretty good too. I like it, he loves it, we're all happy, right? And it even looks good, which is dope. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Even though I don't have that many followers or subscribers or whatever, it keeps coming, which is so weird to me, but it's awesome, and you know, you guys are super supportive in the comments, and I really love that. So I just want to thank you for that. Be on the lookout. I hopefully can put out more videos soon. School is just ruining my life, but we'll get at it, right? So thank you again, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.